Hi everyone, I'm David.
And I'm Leah, and this is Wine Forecaster.
All right, here we go. We're going to be trying tonight, arguably one of the most recognized and, might I say, famous wines of the Finger Lakes. It's Lucas Vineyards Tugboat White.
The only more popular one is Lucas Vineyards Tugboat Red.
Yeah.
So we've got the counterpart. So this is a wine that's made up of 3 different grapes. It's Vidal, Vignol, and befitting Cayuga, because the winery is off of Cayuga Lake.
Right. It's it's $9.99 a bottle, and I think for like $5 more you can get the 1.5 liter size. So
great for parties.
Yeah, great party wine. Well, we should try it first, I suppose before we.
Yeah.
So we already poured it. Haven't even put our nose in it yet. I don't know about you. I've never tried this wine before. Have you tried this one?
I think I have.
Have you?
Yeah.
It's kind of like a clear, maybe a little bit of a yellow hint to it, hue to it. Now the bottle, well here, a little bit of grapefruit.
Yeah, I actually get quite a bit of citrus and a little bit of grass as well.
Mm-hmm.
But not grassy like a Riesling. Maybe a little bit of white flowers in there.
A lot different when you're trying white from reds, because the white wines are oftentimes chilled, and that might kind of temper your ability to smell and taste things.
So it's definitely more on the sweet than dry side. It's light-bodied. You definitely get almost like a light tangerine.
I initially noticed that it's very creamy. It's got like almost like it doesn't taste like butter, but it's got that buttery creaminess that coats my mouth, almost like a glycerin. And I wonder if that's the Vidal.
Could be. But there's enough citrus in there too. To me, I feel like the citrus part, the more of the acid really gets me more than a buttery feeling. So we definitely differ on the
at the tail end, as it sits in my mouth for a few seconds, then it starts to grasp that. I start to grasp that
citrus component.
Yeah.
I definitely get more of like a grapefruit at the end, so it's more sweet in the forefront, and then kind of lingers as more of a tartar finish to it. Easy to drink for sure. What's the alcohol?
11%.
So really easy.
Yeah,
great table wine, if you would call it that, but a great party wine, I definitely think.
Yeah, you notice this just says white table wine, so there's no definitive varietal that stands out, and there's no vintage. I mean, we told you the 3 varietals that are in it, but there's they just listed it straight table wine, and there's no vintage, so it could be different years, and maybe the winemaker had some wine left over from last year, and he made it with the grapes from this year, and then he put it all mix it all up and put it in the barrel, and here's what you get.
And what's kind of unique is that, well, not necessarily unique, but a challenge for the winemaker is that they try to make these wines taste pretty much the same every year. And so to do that, they have to kind of, combine the different types of grapes or the juice to really make it work.
It's called chemistry. That's what it's called. You have to be a chemist to be a winemaker.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So I can, it's that citrus, these citrus notes that I think really make this a refreshing wine.
Absolutely.
The bottle said it was, let's say, kind of in the mix between semi-dry and sweet. They give you this bar with an arrow there that tells you whether the wine's dry or sweet or semi-sweet.
But it's not overbearingly
sweet.
I was actually expecting it to be a little bit more. So this is actually a great. I know on the website they recommend hors d'oeuvres. That's actually not a bad thing if you started out your evening with this type of wine. However, beware, you may drink more than you want.
Yeah, really. If you've been following us for a little while, a lot of times we are trying some more expensive wines, and we try to keep it around $20. This is around $10, so it has its place for particular functions. I think that probably for a little more sophisticated wine, you might want to try something a little bit different. This is definitely more laid back, fun-loving, you know,
lighthearted.
Lighthearted. That's a good word.
Yeah.
That's where this wine fits in. So Lucas Vineyards,
Tugboat White.
Tugboat White.
Thanks for joining us.
Yep.
Definitely a great wine to try if you want something that's nice and easy to drink.
All right. Well, I'm David.
And I'm Leah. Thanks for joining us, and check out our website at wineforecaster.com.